Hey everybody, you can get your pumpkin spice craving on the traditional way with some fancy ass coffee like I showed you, or you can do it like a Gearhead does it. That's right. Now they have pumpkin spice fuel fragrance. So let's check it out. Alright, well let's check out the packaging here. Okay, it's Jegs. Same stuff we used last year when we had the marijuana stuff. And some of you liked that, and I thought that it pulled it off to a degree. It smelled a little bit like the devil's lettuce / jazz cabbage, if that stuff was a candy. But since this is made by Jegs, of course the dosage is the same. Let's roll it around here. 12 to 20 gallons of gasoline, 28 to 55 gallons of methanol, and 8 to 16 gallons of diesel fuel. Now I'm going to load this up more than it recommends on the packaging because I don't have a car I can really run this in to test it well. I use it in my small engine stuff, and since that stuff burns a lot less gas, you have to amp up the dosage big time, and that's what we're going to do now. Okay everybody, time for a side little rant about the state of gas cans in this country. What the hell have they done to these things? I went out and bought this little 1 gallon unit so I can make a small batch of this stuff to test, and I'd forgotten how screwed up these things are because I've been spoiled by my old Blitz cans. You know, basic pour out spout. It works. But no, the nanny staters had to get involved, and of course now everything has a safety switch and this Rube Goldberg bull crap attached to it just to get gas out of a can and into your lawnmower. It's freaking ridiculous. But anyway, let's get our aromatherapy on. So first of all, I gotta put 1 gallon of gas in here from good old trusty without the bull crap attached to it can. So, of course, safety catch to get that off. Of course, that one has that too. And we got something in here. Oh, of course, a warning. Alright. Now, as far as stabilizers, I either use Seafoam or I use the Blue Marine Stable, whatever it's called now, and that stuff's always worked real well for me. So let's pour 1 gallon of gas in here, and I'm going to spill everywhere because it's on camera now.
Walk drive, Mr. Scott.
Okay, there we go. Now, I need to go grab a measuring device. I'll be right back. Okay everybody, I have one of these handy dandy little cups you can buy at Menards. I bought this, I believe, in where they sell the 2-stroke small engine stuff, and you can get your milliliters and your ounces here. Now, in the other tests I did, I had 5 gallons and I emptied the whole thing in here, which is 4 ounces. So I'm going to put 0.75 ounces in that little can over there, which I filled up with gas stabilized by Seafoam. Alright, now I filled that up off camera, and you can see it looks like, well, it looks like pea or really flat Mountain Dew. But let's dump it in. Okay. And of course, as I'm filming, people have to fire up a chainsaw. Alright. Alright. Give her a shake. Make sure it's all incorporated in there real well. Okay, well, let's dig out the mower. Okay everybody, this is the mower we'll be using for the review today. It's just a cheap Husqvarna I picked up a couple years ago. It's not even self-propelled, but it mulches alright, and we're going to mulch up some leaves from my maple trees. So let's top her off and see how the fuel fragrance performs. Okay, let's see if we can get this Rube Goldberg device to work. Well, it definitely works better than some of the other ones I've tried, but still, come on. Do we really need this? Do we? Come on. Alright everybody, we checked the oil, oil's good, we got our topped off with fuel, air cleaner's good, we're set right about the height we want to be at to mulch leaves, and I can tell you just first impressions, I spilled a little bit of this on my hands, and yeah, it definitely smells like gasoline and pumpkin spice, so I have high hopes. Let's try it out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's the verdict. I can't smell it. Now, I don't know if it's because of the weather. It's kind of windy out right now. I don't know if the microphone's picking it up because I have noise reduction on. But it could be blowing the scent right away from me. The muffler kicks it forward, and then if the wind picks it up, it just sweeps it away from me. It could be that I'm a little stuffed up. I don't know if you can hear that right now. The weather's been crazy here in Iowa, up and down, so that's not helping me out with my review abilities right now. So I'm going to try to mulch again in the side lawn here in a couple days when the rest of the maple leaves have fallen, and I'll get some more information hopefully then. Also, snow is coming. It's already snowed twice here. We've had 2 days where we've had about an inch of snow. It's just melted really fast, so I haven't needed to dig out the old beastie of a snow blower. But once I do that, I'll put this gas in there and That'll give me an idea how it performs in an older flathead engine. Those are usually a little bit less efficient and might pump out a little more fragrance in the air. This product was never meant to be used in small engines. I dose it real heavy to get the scent out of it anyway, but I just kind of joke this is my small engine aromatherapy. But Jegs is a reputable company. I'm sure we'll get some scent out of it. I mean, where I spilt it on my hands, I can still smell it. It's really, really strong. So it's just not strong enough to satiate my Caucasian DNA screaming at me to get some pumpkin spice. So I'll probably have to go get another coffee. But until then, until I have more information for you, that's all I got. So kick butt, take names, and most importantly, kill with kindness. Oh, and before I go, if you want to buy some of this stuff, any of these fuel fragrances I've tested, there's a link down below to take you over to Amazon. It's an affiliate link, so if you click on that and go over to Amazon and buy this stuff specifically that I have linked you over to, or anything else that's related to it, Amazon throws me a few bucks in commission, depending on how much you buy. Something like this that's like $12 or $13, I think I make about 50 or 75 cents on, something like that. So it's not a huge chunk of change, but if enough of you do it, it actually helps me do things like buy replacement batteries for these cameras, buy, you know, newfangled GoPro mounts and stuff like that. It really does help the channel. So if you want to help me out, just click on that link down below and go buy anything. If you're going to go buy some stuff on Amazon, come here, click over, buy it, and I'll still get a little chunk of change off of it for sending you, my viewer, Amazon's way. All of the links to social media are down below. Go ahead and explore those. Our crowdfunding efforts, our Facebook, our Instagram, it's all right there for you. And I appreciate watching. If you're new to the channel, go down and hit the subscribe button. The more people that subscribe, the more people get recommended my videos by the algorithm. So help me build my audience. Hey everybody, Bobby D here with the Average Joe Hot Rod Show. You're going to have to deal with some ambient noise issues today. It's a little windy, there's train horns going off in the background, there's police sirens going off. It's just a bad day to be outside filming. Unfortunately, it's the last warm day for a few, so I wanted to get this done. Now, you may be thinking, see, there's the train horn right there. Been going off all day. So, anyway, you may be wondering why I'm looking a little scruffy. Well, if you missed the video why, I'll put a card up in, let me see, it'd be that corner right there. I'm real bad at this still. Explaining why I'm doing the No Shave November thing, basically raising money for cancer research and treatment. And if you want to contribute to our little donation fund there, you can certainly link over and do so. I would sure appreciate it. And at the end of the month, I'll be donating that money and doing a little video on where it went to and showing you how much, hopefully. Anyway, today, the reason for this video is an update on the fuel fragrance test that I did in my previous outing. That Briggs & Stratton mower, those engines are just so small. They sip gas. It's really the hardest test for a fuel fragrance to pass, if you think about it, because those are designed for car engines, you know, and if you think about a car engine, they're all 100 cubic inches plus. Well, these little Briggs motors are, you know, hundreds of cc's. So they just sip gas, and being their new and overhead valve, they're more efficient than the older ones. So that got me thinking, what else could we do? Well, last year we tested it outside in the snow with my snowblower, and that old beast from the early 80s has a flathead. And flatheads are much less efficient on burning. So I thought that would be a fairer shake, perhaps, for the fuel fragrance from the fine people at Jegs. So what we're going to do today is I need to do some work on it anyway. I got to put a new plug in it. A couple weeks ago, I did do some carburetor work to it. It was surging, and I needed to fix that. I put a new governor spring on it, and that basically fixed it. Anyway, we got snow coming next week, it looks like, right in time for Thanksgiving, and I thought, well, I better get this thing going. Why not drag the camera out, top this off with some of that gasoline that's already got the fuel fragrance in it, and see if maybe with a flathead we can smell it a little bit better. So stay tuned. We'll swap the plug, we'll top her off, and we'll give her the old college try. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen, our good old test platform from our marijuana scented episode. So let's pop a new plug in it, let's top her off with fuel, and pull the trigger on the test. Okay, well, here she is, the engine. And the one thing I love about these old flatheads is it's just everything's right here. They're so easy to work on. Unfortunately, sometimes they can be a bit of a pain in the butt to start in the cold, so I've just gotten in the habit of changing a spark plug every year, whether it needs it or not. Give myself every advantage that this thing's gonna fire on the first or second pull. Okay, so obviously, if you've never done this before, you pull that off. That's our spark plug wire that goes to the coil. And this is a 13/16. Let me just loosen it up. See what she looks like. Well, she's not bad. She's a little dirty, but she's not bad. Considering how much fuel additives and stuff I run in there, she's not bad at all. But we're going to replace it anyway. So, we'll go grab the other one. Okay. Brand new champion spark plug from the fine people at O'Reilly's, O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Okay, and the part number's right there. If you don't know what it takes, okay, these old Tecumseh flatheads are an RJ19LM. So let's pop her open. Dispose of this real quick. And you know, you can gap these, but I just I eyeball them, and if they look good, they look good. If they fire, they fire. Plus, I don't want to have to dig out the old gapping tool anyway, so I probably can't find it. All right, here she is. Take our wrench, give her the old oomph 1, oomph 2, oomph 3, and oomph 4. Plug her back in, and voila, spark plug changed. Now let's reposition the camera, top her off with fuel, and see what happens. Come on. All right, well, here's our lovely government-mandated safety cans that I hate so much, that I got for just doing these reviews, because I don't want to have to make 5 gallons of the stuff with my good old Blitz can at a time. I can make a gallon or a half gallon at a time. All right. Let's see what we got here. There we go. That's about 3/4 full. That's good enough for this test. And you get a new cap for this because it's on its way out. There we go. It went on easy this time. It's getting a little stripped out, I think. All right. Let's prime it a couple times. All right. Adjust the throttle. Warp 3 should do it, Mr. Sulu. Let's make sure our choke is on full. All right. Well, it's weird to think that the change from just a overhead valve to a flathead motor would make that much of a difference, but apparently it does. So if you're one of those basic white bitches and you want to get some aromatherapy in while you're blowing some snow this winter, you can do it. You just got to make sure you got a flathead in your snowblower. So, Jegs, you've redeemed yourself. Your product has certainly passed my sniff test, and I guess that's all I got for you today. So this is Bobby D signing off. Remember, I want you out there kicking butt, taking names, and most importantly, killing with kindness. We'll see you next video. What? Oh, you're wondering what that is in the garage? Oh, don't worry about that. We're not going to get to that anytime soon. That's a way down the road project for if the channel actually starts making enough money. You know, maybe we can do something with that. So if you really want to see that Phantom G body get pulled out and fixed up and some cool videos get made about it, then I definitely need you to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below, because that's going to take a decent amount of cash that I don't have right now. So, you know, it's up to you. You know, maybe help a guy out, you know, hit the old like and subscribe buttons, recommend the channel to your friends. Maybe if you know a company that would sponsor us, you know, maybe send them an email, have them check us out, you know, that'd be cool. We'd give you a thank you, we'd buy you a Miller High Life for that. So, anyway. Oh, I snotted. Anyway, take care, guys. Kick butt, take names. We'll see you next time. Till then, I'm out of here.